Today is a very important video because I will be discussing an underwater robotic company mainly focused on selling subsea sensors, batteries, and underwater drones in the ocean tech sector. They have sold their drones to multiple European navies such as the Danish Navy and the Polish Navy. Just in the month of May, they announced a $9.5 million contract to supply high-resolution seabed mapping sonar equipment. This was to the Navy of a large Asia-Pacific country. In another PR in the same month, they received a $16 million order for their sea power batteries. They have $65 million in total assets with an $80 million market cap, only 200 million outstanding shares, and a very good share structure. They are trading on the OTCQB, currently trading at 40 cents on the OTCQB, so there is no need to do a RS to try to get listed on the NASDAQ or try to get the bid price up to $1. So there's no risk of that, although they could do a reverse split at some point, you know, to get on the NASDAQ, which would actually be beneficial for the company, get them into bigger markets, more volume, and be attracted to more investors. Just on April 18th, they received another $4 million order from the NATO Navy. I'm going to show you the revenues for the last 3 years. 2020, $9.6 million in revenue. 2021, 1 year later, $20.2 million in revenue. 2022, the next year, $30.1 million, $30.2 million in revenue. Now, so not only is their revenue going up year over year, their margins are significantly going up as well. 2020 gross profit, $4.5 million. 1 year later, 2021, $9 million gross profit. 2022, 1 year later, $12.5 million gross profit. Guys, this is a stock you do not want to miss out on. No one else is covering. Go ahead and smash the like button, put notifications on, and subscribe if you haven't already. You do not want to miss these plays. The stock I'm talking about is ticker KRKN, Kraken Robotics Inc., currently trading at 40 cents with a very good share structure, 200 million outstanding shares, 150 million at float. This is a 10-year plus robotics company mainly focused on selling subsea sensors, batteries, and underwater drones in the ocean tech sector. They have sold their drones to multiple European navies such as the Danish Navy and the Polish Navy. In May, they had around 5 different PRs. A very busy month. Just in 1 month, they announced a $9.5 million contract to supply high-resolution seabed mapping sonar equipment with the Navy of a large Asia-Pacific country. Same month, they received a $16 million order for sea power batteries. With this order, Kraken has now received more than $30 million of purchase orders in the last 6 months for its sea power subsea batteries. Guys, they have multiple products, a lot of different products I'm about to show you. In the same month, they issued their earnings with results with 38% growth year over year. They have $65 million in total assets with a $80 million market cap, and they are not profitable right now, but they are very close. And if they do get their revenues up, they could easily become profitable in the near time future. Total revenue was just under $8 million versus $5.5 million for the 1 year ago, compared to 1 year ago, for the quarter ending March 31st, 2022, which was a 40% increase. Gross margins in Q1 2023 were 60% higher compared to 33% 1 year ago. This was increased due to a change in product and project mix. Just about a month ago, Kraken received a $4 million order from the NATO Navy. They are very undervalued, an $82 million market cap, 206 million outstanding shares, and a float of 150 million according to OTC markets. So I've already discussed a lot of PRs that they've had just in the last month, but they have had multiple PRs I haven't even mentioned. They received 1.1 million of synthetic aperture sonar orders. This was back just around 2 weeks ago, I believe. I already discussed the 16 million order, but it says they also received a $3 million order for their sea power subsea power systems back on April 20th, 2023. Actually, it was very recently. I already discussed the $4 million order. They also received an additional 1.5 million of orders from a U.S. defense customer back in March 8th, 2023. Kraken received 1.3 million order for synthetic aperture sonar for the NATO Navy. So they are very busy issuing multiple PRs each month. I'm expecting more PRs very soon, as they just had multiple PRs. You know, just 4 days ago had one. 1 day before that had another one. 2 weeks before that had another one. 4 days before that PR had another one. You can just see the list, guys, and there's way more. Definitely have to do your own research on the company. They have a lot going on. Looking at their products, they have multiple different products. They have the Sea Scout, the unmanned launch and recovery system. They have Sea Power, the pressure tolerant batteries, You can see the sales have been picking up. They have the Aquapix, the synthetic aperture sonar. They have the Catfish, the underwater drone, towed synthetic aperture sonar vehicle. They have the Sea Scout, which I just discussed. They have multiple different services, towed SAS surveys, 3D laser imaging, Sea Vision combines laser scanning, profiling with photogrammetry and AI in a single sensor. The final output is an ultra high resolution, full color 3D models and HDR photography. Here's shore application, then this sub bottom imagery. Just a lot of stuff going on. You need to go to KrakenRobotics.com and just look at their products and their services and do your own research because they have a lot going on. I'm going to show you guys a video from the CEO talking about some of their progress. This was about 3 months ago.
22, what drove our growth was multifaceted. On our product side of the business, defense market focus, it was the sale of our underwater drones into a couple of European navies, namely the Danish Navy and the Polish Navy, as well as a number of our underwater sensors to underwater vehicle or underwater drone companies in North America as well as Europe. And then on the services side of our business, we had strong growth both in Europe as well as North America and Taiwan. In 2023, we expect continued strong growth, and that's driven on a number of fronts. We now have a strong base of reference customers, and we recently won a Canadian Navy program, which is $50 million. In addition, our subsea battery business is starting to see really strong growth as well. So that overall is good for our demand, and from both the product side and then the service side, we'll see continued growth.
And as I discussed earlier in the video, their financials have continued to go up. $10 million in 2020, $20.2 million in revenue in 2021, and in 2022 did $30 million. I do think they were projecting around $40 million, and I do believe they were projecting at least $50 million or something like that for 2023. We'll just have to see what they're capable of. The last 2 years, in 2021, they lost $2.8 million in net income, and they lost $3.1 million in net income. So, you know, they are losing money, which is a concern, but their margins are going up and their revenues are going up as well. So that's something very positive, and it looks like they do have a chance to become profitable if their orders and sales continue to pick up. You can see for the last few quarters, they actually did have net profit in Q2 of 2022. Then they lost $675,000 for Q3. And in Q4, they lost just under $1 million. So you can see right now, this one is very undervalued because they do have revenue coming in and they do have a chance to become profitable. It just depends on how well their business grows and how aggressively they grow as well. But it looks like they're making good progress. Guys, make sure you like the video. Really appreciate the support I've been getting lately. And I will see you on the next video. You know, let me know what you think about this company. Looks like they are in a very good sector. Their sales are continuing to pick up. Looks like they have a lot of potential. Definitely one you need to check out.